So this is now our garage in Atlanta, where we are staying with Apone, and to put it simply, I'd say the Atlanta garage actually looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, I cannot really see where his Impala is located. Oh, and it's only a Cadillac Escalade up there. Okay, anyway. So, I will now switch over to the latest car I unlocked. And that will be this. The Lexus IS300. Because, well, it's a car I won, and also because I figured now was probably the time for me to try this thing out. So, gonna head to the performance shop, and auto upgrades will cost 25,780 credits. I will put all those on, because it means I'll still have some money left. And what I'm also going to do is I will put on some bodywork. I, by the way, will be speeding up this process, if you're asking. Yes. Let's make this neon pink. I'd say this'll do. Here is my new Lexus IS300 that I have basically spent a fortune on upgrading and also making it look less bland than what it was before. Okay, let's actually get on with some racing now, because I figure now is the time for me to test this thing out. I also could have put on the manufacturer vinyl. I probably will have to do that at some point.
Oh, you think you're a player, huh?
Yeah, by the way, Oscar technically is still on the radio. So, someone else has popped up on the map. His name is Cheng. However, I will not be racing him just yet, because I want to race Roy first. So, I will be racing him. Challenge Roy from the American Royalty Car Club. He drives a 1969 nice Dodge Charger, race 1 of 4. I will be heading straight... Oh, okay. That's not where I need to head. That's precisely where I don't need to head. I would like to get back on the road, if you don't mind. Oh yeah. The optional races, by the way, are available in other cities as well. Oh, that did not go the way I was wanting it to. Anyway. Here we go. As I am following Roy to the meetup point, which is just over there. And I am gonna shortcut him by doing this. So I beat him to the meetup point. I didn't really think the vinyl through because I wasn't really wanting to waste too much more of your time on the customization process. I probably will have to change that, but nonetheless. So we've got 2 choppers and 2 chargers in this race. Okay, I can live with that. Probably shouldn't have used my nitrous too soon though. I did not intentionally push the nitrous button. That was totally an accident. I also know those choppers are quick. And the reason I know that as well because they appear to be so much better than I am through the corners. And that seems to be their advantage point. However, on the straights, I am able to put up a fight. Because the choppers don't seem to be quite as proficient on the straights as they appear to be through the corners. Okay, don't turn too soon. And hey, I actually got through the corner unscathed this time. I might finally be able to have a shot at this thing. And yes, I am using zone for a split second there, because I figure it's worth it. Yeah, okay, that did not work out the way I was wanting it to. Anyway, doesn't matter. And that's a wall. Oh well, anyway. I'm gonna keep on the straight here, just because I don't really see any problems with waiting until later on to make the corner. I don't shoot through the gas station, and I use another boost, and as long as I don't hit anything from here, I should be okay. And this time, I actually pull it off. Ahead of Roy. In his Dodge Charger. Where is everyone else? Okay, so Arnie finishes 3rd. Charlie this time comes home 4th. Wasn't the other guy Boo? Yeah, it was Boo. And he no wait, it was Zan who finished in last. Precisely 24.47 seconds behind me. I think that's right. Anyway, moving on.
Not bad, fool. Not bad at all.
As we're now up to 10,600 credits. 1 race down, and we still have 3 races to go. We have already beaten Dre, so we just need to get through these other 3. As we are now racing around the block. And this time we have got some Pontiacs in the mix, I think. Or a Pontiac, I should say. Actually, we have 2 Pontiacs with a Chevy Monte Carlo, and I am using the Slipstream Turbo and already slamming straight into a car, but hopefully, since I'm just racing muscle cars, this should be a bit easier for me to win compared to before. So where's the map? Okay. So it looks like we're basically going all over the place, more or less, with these checkpoints is what me thinks. And slamming straight into the wall, that's unsurprising at this stage. But either way, I reckon this won't be quite as hard to win, and yep, I was intimidated by... Fuck you. There was nothing I could have done about that cop, except maybe try to avoid him. I don't know what else I could have done there, but anyway. I was deceived by where the checkpoint was pointing. Anyway. I'm not using the Slipstream Turbo because of all the traffic. Although I probably should use Zone now that I think about it. It might actually help me to use Zone a bit around here. I probably shouldn't have deactivated it the way I did. Anyway, I am right behind the leaders, since they are not managing to keep a hold of themselves very well. And using my Slipstream Turbo, not going to wait too long to activate it, and my car is quite heavily damaged. But it's okay, because we are not too far from the end now. Just got to survive these last 2 checkpoints, and then we should be there. As I will stick to the road, knowing that's where the finish is, and it's just a straight line up ahead, and there we go. I win! Ahead of Matt, Dwayne, Lucius, and Roy. I'm pretty sure there was just 5 of us in this race. Anyway, let's move on.
Hey, Mr. San Diego, are you saving that money for a rainy day? Or are you gonna hook the car?
I don't know how to reply to that. Anyway. Oh, we had some Camaros in that race as well. Anyway, let's move on. So we've now done 2 races with Roy, and now we just have to do 2 more races, as our next one is a circuit race, and where if we win, we will get 3,400 credits. I think that might be helpful. So we've got a Chevy Camaro in this race with a Dodge Charger, a Chevy Corvette, and I think we have another Camaro in the field as well, if I'm not mistaken. It might help if I leave a lap here. Then I can focus on the rest of this event whilst I'm at it. Because that is what might help me to concentrate. Especially considering how awful my attempts have been so far. Anyways, making a more proficient attempt of actually making it through the corner this time, and using zone so that limits the damage of me making contact with the traffic. And at the moment, things actually seem to be going okay, since I have somewhat of an understanding, and there is fog coming, unless those are just low clouds, although I'm pretty sure it's fog. But anyway. Oh, damn it. It's okay though, I'm still in the lead. Or at least I was before that happened. Oh, I'm back in the lead again. Okay. So it looks like it's just me against the Corvette. Is what it is. And not going to undershoot the corner, because if I do, then I'll go head on into the wall, and now I should just have one more lap to go as I use my second shot of boost that will quickly reload. I step on the brakes so I know where the corner is, and it looks as though this time, since I have a somewhat understanding of the course now, this should be okay. As I use zone to limit the damage as well as the mistake I would have made heading through that corner, but I managed to redeem myself. And using zone once again so I can get through the corner, and it looks as though I am going to be on my way to victory as I use it once again to get through the corner. And now just one stretch to go, and I'm going to use my boost. Huh, what do you know? And because of the traffic once again, I just barely won out over Fernando, Lucius, Xavier, and where the hell is Roy? I think he just missed the finish line. Unless that was him. Whatever.
Look at that. Fly.
So Roy, like Dre, is not finishing well in his races that I am doing with him. And in all honesty, I'll wait until the last race to record the replay, as we are now heading to West End. I was okay with most of that race, but I really did not like the way that race finished. And I'm honestly amazed to say that I somehow won, even though traffic very nearly costed it for me. But either way, doesn't matter, we're past it now. And this time, we have got some Pontiacs in this race, aside from a few Chargers. Anyway. It's another circuit race, so it may take a little time for me to get adjusted to it, but hopefully, as time goes by and I start to understand the course a bit more, this should be just a little bit easier for me to work my way through. It would have been really funny if that Charger would have literally just slammed into those two delivery trucks right when I was passing him. That would have been really funny if it happened, but unfortunately it didn't. Oh, damn it. Okay, anyway, I'm leaving. And yep, the Charger does hit something as I would have expected. But it's okay, because I am out in front. And what that also means is I might be able to win the final race first try, because I am running so well. And also because we're basically driving round and round in circles, more or less. At least that's an accurate description of what this circuit race technically is. And using my boost right at the end, and I pretty much dominated that event. I'm also glad to say I got very little damage from that event as well. That was just a smooth ride. And a margin of victory in the end of nearly 6.3 seconds over Yo-Yo. Pearl completes the top 3, Charlie 4th, Roy finishes 5th, and it was Arnie who finished 6th and last.
Hey, dude, this Apone. spray kit in. It'll make your car look really, really hot. Come on by. It'll blow you away.
I will come by your way again, Apone, at some point. Anyways. Color shift paint has been shipped to the garage. Cool. I also figured the Lexus will basically be my landmark car here. Okay, so we had two Pontiacs with the Charger. I think we also had another GTO in this field as well, if I'm not mistaken. Well, don't really see anything there yet. Okay, so we had three Pontiac GTOs and two Dodge Chargers as my competition here. Even though I did still win the race quite easily. Not least of which because, well, I was using zone a lot. But either way, doesn't matter because I still won the race quite handily, so I'm okay with it. Anyway. At least I can say the run altogether was actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. At least it felt pretty good. Anyway. This is me and my Lexus IS300. Also trying to see if I can get some decent views of this thing. Because I can. Also because this was a pretty short race altogether. That's definitely the finish camera. Anyway, let's move on now. And where we'll also get another cutscene. Let's go. Oh, okay. No more cutscenes then. At least not yet, anyway. But there we go. Roy has now been beaten. And now I think we have just 3 racers left to defeat here. As we have Vito and Cheng currently on the map. I will now save the game and go back to the garage. Or I could just go to the garage. That will also help. Anyway. So, we have now beaten Roy, and as a result, we have now unlocked Colour Shift. Which I am pretty sure is somewhere in here. Yeah, here it is. Oh, so that's what it does. You know what? I think I will use Colour Shift. Just to make this look more interesting. Yeah, that'll do it. Alrighty then. Roy has now been beaten. And next time, we will be taking on... Let's take on Vito next. Stay tuned for more of Midnight Club 3.